All right, McNasty. So for this next part, we're gonna be talking about faster than light space travel. Is it a possibility? Is it science mumbo jumbo? We don't know. So instead of us pretending like we know, we got an actual expert in the field to come on and talk to us. So I went ahead and invited my friend Chris to jump on the call with us. This is what he had to say.
Oh,
How you doing, bro?
Chilling, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. I've been in fucking New Mexico, Albuquerque.
Oh, I thought you came back up to PA. What happened? You moved out again?
Yeah, bro. I was living up in Florida, then went back to PA, and I'm out right now in Albuquerque, bro, New Mexico, with the Mexicanas. You already know.
Hey, that's lit, bro. What are you doing out there?
I just been working, bro. Just got a job out here, and just came out here. And that's what they offered me. So I just been chilling out here, living life, but in the desert, bro. Never been in the desert before. So this
That's
shit is
what's
out here.
That's lit.
That's fire.
Yeah. What you guys been up to?
Well, pretty much, this is my last semester of school right now, too. I graduate this semester, but pretty much work at school right now because of the COVID bullshit.
Facts. Just working.
Big fact.
Bro, yeah, bro, just working and grinding, bro, trying to save up that money,
Big fact. All right, Chris, but we brought you on because we have the subject of faster than light space travel being theorized here. Now, what was your degree in again that you graduated in?
I graduated in physics and mathematics.
All right, so you know at least have an understanding of like how this would work, in theory, right? At least in theory. So, what's your take on this faster than light space travel?
Bro, honestly, bro, I don't even think it's possible. Like when they do this, hell no. I mean, that's
the thing. It's a theory. It's a theory.
Yeah,
so you
it
can't
is.
really prove it. Yeah.
Yeah, so the only reason this came up was because they proved it, mathematically. It's just they put the numbers in and they made it work. But I mean, when I was like, reading about warp, like space travel, warp drives and stuff like that, you have to use a lot of negative energy, right? This like antimatter, negative kind of stuff to push you. It's just like the energy that you would need to travel faster
To actually travel.
Yeah.
Now,
so I mean,
how do we even like collect negative energy? Like, what is the process to like find this stuff?
it's like, and that's the thing. That's why everybody was just like, this shit will never work. Like we can't get negative energy. So then the way that they took this angle was they wanted to use gravity itself and use the gravitational pull to kind of pull you through and see if you can pass the speed of light. The only thing is like, like how much gravity force are you gonna need? Like what's gonna like hold that much gravity for you to travel faster than the speed of light there,
So, all right, wait up. Let me see if I'm comprehending. So, essentially, the objective is to get pulled by gravity itself, like you're falling towards the gravity. Is that how it would work?
Yeah. So, all right. So this is like super hard to like kind of grasp. Like,
Okay.
So you're not really moving at all. You're actually in one position, and you're creating like the space behind you for you to kind of propel forward. Does that make sense? Like you're like in a bubble. You're not really like.
So you're not everything
You're not moving.
Everything
else is moving.
Yeah, everything else is moving behind you.
Oh,
okay. So you're creating, this space behind you, and it's like propelling you forward. Right? Isn't that weird? Bro, I'm telling you right now, whoever brought this idea was on some sort of fucking drugs, bro. Because they were just like, like whoever thought about this shit. So, and I mean, even gravity, like we still don't even have a full understanding of what gravity is. We call it a constant and we just make it work. Like that's the limitations on math. Like there's so much constants to it. Like, this equation works, but if there's this and this and this, or if you look at a lot of math problems, they're already set with a lot of numbers, and then you're trying to figure out, the one missing number, but in like real life, you have so much missing variables, and like that is where the struggle starts to come in, so a lot of people yet don't even understand what gravity is. We give it a constant, we say this is what it is. It makes the equation work, it makes the numbers work. So we're just gonna keep it as this, It's just how it is. So everywhere in the world. Yeah, go ahead.
So technically, if let's say one day like a scientist in the future goes, well, I don't like how gravity works right now, let's change it a little bit. Would that throw off like all of the rest of the math that was done before it?
Yeah, bro, it would just destroy math.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why like
backtrack and edit everything.
Yeah, I mean that's why they say like black holes. It breaks the laws of physics. It literally just breaks our equations. You can't make it work. Just you can't do it. Just it fucks up the math.
Wild.
It is wild.
Yeah, we're just so limited and shit. So. But yeah, man, like numbers and math is just like, if you can make it work. I mean, they can mathematically prove different dimensions, They can prove up to like 8, 9, I think even 10 different dimensions. But we can't go into a different, dimension or whatever.
Yeah, we can't travel to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but we can mathematically prove that they exist, So then it's just like, so weird. But math and itself and science is just like, I don't really like using this word, but it's really a religion, you put at a certain like point in math and science, you're putting faith in it, it requires a lot of faith. It's like, this will work, like from my numbers, if I take this and put this much energy or whatever, or I throw the ball, it's gonna theoretically land in this spot, and then that requires a lot of faith. So when you get into like the quantum levels and stuff like that, it's like, we can't prove this, but the numbers work. Do you believe it? And it's just like, it's like this world is running into a scientific, fact-based kind of world here. And I mean, back then, right? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? And it's just like, oh, God said this, God said that. Why don't you eat this? Whatever, God. But now it's like, oh, I don't do that because science. I can't do that because of calories. This is what calories tell me what to do.
Yeah.
It's like science is running this shit now. So, but.
That is wild. That is how I've always thought about that. Like, so from your perspective, you say that we not even close to actually traveling faster than the speed of light.
Hell no.
Impossible. Like, how many years would you say out from actually being a possibility?
I think if this world straightens up in a way like where we stop competing with each other, because I mean, you have so much great minds in this world, right? But
That's
like
true.
everybody is in competition with each other. Like we compete with other countries, like who can do this first, instead of collaborating and trying to focus on one goal. Everybody's just trying to, we do this first, and everybody's taking different approaches to one destination.
Exactly.
Where we can all take one route, and keep going
Get
up.
shit done.
Yeah.
Exactly. Get shit done, bro. Like, but
I think it's more of a money thing too, because if like your country,
It definitely is a money thing.
the first
It's a
one to
money
do
thing.
something, and everybody else is trying to do it, they're gonna pay money once you perfect that. So
that's definitely true, bro. And that's what I thought. Like this kind of work with doing work drives, right? You have to find sponsors to fund your kind of research. Like, honestly, if I was, a billionaire, I don't know if I would invest in this shit. Like someone coming to you, look at this idea. We can travel faster than the speed of light in a bubble, all right? And create shit behind you.
and it push you.
Now, now we don't know what we would build. We don't know anything about that, but just listen to me. They're like, whatever you need, I got you with the funds,
Yeah.
It's like,
How rich you gotta be to just be saying, fuck it. All right, here's $1 billion. Here's $1 billion. How rich you think you gotta be to do that?
Bro, that is just like whoever's out here selling this work drive to sponsors, bro, they're doing a good ass job. They're the top salesman. Number one salesman, bro. This shit is crazy, man.
All right, so the final verdict is that The math might be right, but we don't know if it's possible. Is the final verdict?
Yeah. I think we don't know at all, bro. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think we're even close. I'm thinking, 100 years, maybe.
At least 100.
But 100's not that, like, we won't see it in my lifetime, but 100's not that many years.
That's a lot of years.
Nah, bro, but think about it. It's not like it's 500 years. It's only 100 years. Like, that's like
true.
your grandkids are gonna definitely witness it.
Yeah, our grandkids would see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not like a long ass time. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
Still.
That's true.
If it's 100 years, damn, that's a good come up.
Now, do you feel like, because I feel like I saw this on multiple like news sites where they were like selling it as, oh, we're now able to travel faster than the speed of light. Like they were selling it as it's a reality that we're doing right now. Should we like punish like news sites for like pushing that type of idea or narrative out?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they lie to you or stretch the truth. You know?
That's true.
That's a big stretch, bro. That's a huge stretch, bro. They're just like, yo, what? This is idea. We're just gonna go hard and convince everybody right now that this is something we can do. You know, I mean, you gotta give the sponsor something. You know, it's just like, look, this is what we got. You know,
it's in the newspaper, bro. I'm telling you,
That's
$1 billion.
I mean, they could probably make like some particle go faster than the speed of light. I mean, there's like they study neutrons and stuff like that. Neutrons travel, you know, faster than the speed of light in different vacuums and stuff. Like in water, it's possible. You know, like I mean, but
So
it always
technically-
comes down.
It technically is possible for certain objects to move faster than light.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Alright.
light travels, you know, and they talk about the speed of light, but in a zero vacuum, you know, in space where there's nothing, you know, but once you hit materials and stuff like water or go through ice or something like that, your speed changes. So, I mean, you can stretch that too, you know, like you can see light bend in water, it slows down just a little bit. And then there's some stuff that travel that will keep going.
Here's what scares me, because I saw this one video. I forgot what it was trying to explain, but it was explaining the idea like if you start moving fast enough, the problem with getting up to certain speeds with our current technology, like let's say we're just using a regular rocket ship and we're just using like jet fuel, and we somehow found a way to like speed it up to like 25% the speed of light. If you hit like a pebble, like that would be like an atomic bomb going off. In space.
Man.
So
I mean, shit.
Yo,
that's like a wild concept to me. Like, if anything is even able to reach the speed of light itself, or even go faster than that.
so you
so
tell
that's-
me it has to have a straight, clear path, nothing in the way.
Nothing would be in the
order
way.
for it to be successful?
Nothing, man.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
don't think we're gonna have this shit in 100 years, bro. There's like a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. I mean, to actually do it, it's gonna be longer. Like to find the material that can actually like sustain the speed like that, like all that pressure and shit, without like kind of collapsing within each other, like within itself and shit like that. Yeah, we don't even think there's an element on the periodic table that can fucking withstand that.
And even like vibranium, like Captain America shield.
Now here's a wild one, because I saw a documentary on this. Have you guys ever heard of Bob Lazar? So Bob Lazar, yeah, he's like some type of scientist that worked up at Area 51. He was the guy that came out and first like exposed like the government that they had like spaceships and shit. Now in the documentary, I believe it's on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but you can find it by searching his name, Bob Lazar. He talks about that they actually discovered a new element on the periodic table that technically does exactly what you were explaining, like that would be able to withstand like that type of like space travel. Apparently they found it in a spaceship.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's probably true. I mean, they can never test it. I mean, they could just say it, you know?
Yeah, because he said that he kept a sample of the element, but he doesn't like he hid it from the government because he's still like being surveillanced by the government on a regular basis. So he hid it from them, but apparently he did take like a piece of the element. It's not even an element on the periodic table as of right now, officially.
Shit. Maybe good. I mean, maybe it could. We have to run. We would have to run tests and shit like that. But you would have to, gain a pretty large amount of that element.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if there's only a rock-sized piece left, and you're like, yo, this right here can do the job. It's like, all right, what are you gonna do with this piece? It's just this little piece. It's like, we don't have enough
just
material.
put it in the front, somewhere in the front.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the
put it on the windshield or something, so like when you hit it won't crack your windshield, bro. Like even when you're driving, on the highway and little rock flies, going like 70 miles per hour, it'll crack it, Sometimes it even goes through.
Yo, how you think he snuck that piece out of the government facility and hit it?
How? I don't know. Like if you go through like his entire story, like he was explaining stuff that was in detail that nobody else knew about, like from inside the base. Like they had the first ever like bone scanners. That's how they, instead of fingerprints, they would scan the inside of your bone, and that's how you would like check in and out of the facility. And everybody didn't believe him until a couple of years later, like the government came out and literally showed proof that that's the type of technology they were using back in like the 80s and 70s in order to like get in and out of the base. Damn, shit's wild.
What do you think they're using now?
I have no clue.
In the 80s? Like, yo, let me scan your bones.
Shit is crazy, man. All right.
Shit, man. God damn.
But all right, Chris, but we want to go ahead and thank you for coming on and in giving us your wisdom on these subjects that we have no clue what the hell we're talking about. It's good to have somebody who at least has a good understanding, like a knowledgeable base. So we want to thank you for joining us.
Yeah, guys, no problem, man. You see, like I knew I was gonna talk physics and shit, so I threw on my glasses, man.
Come back anytime, Chris.
Facts, anytime, bro. I'm gonna keep you posted in case we have any more questions.
Sounds good, bro. Sounds good. It don't gotta be science either, bro.
Whatever you want to talk about, you let us know. We'll bring you on.
Sounds good, bro.
I got you. All right, I'll tell you,
bros. All right, yo.
Take care.
You gotta stay safe. You too.
Take care, bro.
So.
Man, bro, we had a real scientist in the building.
Facts, a whole scientist, bro.
Yo, I can't wait for him to meet Big Crip K.
Big Crip K. We should have both of them on the episode and just let them talk. Just let them go.
One got the degree, one got college smarts. Street knowledge. That's what it is.
Street knowledge, yeah. Street knowledge versus actual knowledge. Let's have a competition there to see who can give us the most information. That would be really interesting.
There it is, man.